All right, I thought I'd do a quick driving video. Just been out testing this thing to see if it's not overcharging, and seems to be good so far. So let's just do a little drive. How about that? People have been requesting this, so make sure that's good. All right, clear. Just a little get on. It's a pretty twisty little road, so we won't go too crazy. But I guess a little backstory on this truck. I've owned it now since 2010 or 11, I think. It's originally a 318 5-speed 4-wheel drive truck, quad cab. Back about 2014, 2015, I decided that I wanted to build a mild 360 for it, 360 5.9 Magnum. And yeah, I just happened to come across a core in all of our work that we did. It was a 93, I think. 93 model core, come out of a truck. Guy wanted it replaced. There wasn't nothing wrong with it other than it had like a lifter tick, but he wanted to put a whole engine in it, so we sent another core that we had that had a hole in it. No, it didn't have a hole in it. It had a broke rod. That's what happened. It broke a rod, beat up the crank, and we sent that one with a new crank and took that core from that guy and put it in this truck. Well, built it. So I had it freshened in a machine shop, put new rods, mains, and cam bearings in it, put new, I don't want to hit that wood, put new piston rings in it. This is stock piston, stock rod, stock crank engine. I think that the deck was blocked about 20 or 30 thousandths. It was really just to true it, and that was it. The heads were shaved maybe 10 thousandths. And they were also magnafluxed and checked. There was no cracking, no anything on them. I know people like to quote the Magnum head crack curse, but these are stock heads, and there was nothing wrong with them. But I say all that to say, whenever I built it the first time, like I said, it was all freshened. I sandblasted the kegger intake because I wanted it to look nice. You know, everything else is painted and it's nice looking. It looks fresh, brand new. And I wanted to paint the intake. I wanted to make it look good. So I sandblasted it in our sandblasting cabinet. I washed it out as best as I could with water and air and let it dry. Blew it out with air again. Thought I had everything cleaned out. And we put the intake on it, fired it. It had a different cam. It actually had a comp thumper cam in it then. Fired it up to do cam break-in. And the more it ran, the worse it got. Camera's bouncing. I'm trying to fix that. The more that it ran, the worse it sounded, and yeah, it just it didn't do good. So, but we finished break-in because you don't really want to stop a break-in procedure. So finished break-in and pushed it outside because it was just sitting on the inside of my dad's garage at the time. Pushed it outside into a spot, let it cool off overnight as per break-in instructions. Go to get in it the next morning to fire it up just to see how it runs, and it just cranks like it has no compression. Ooh, like it was bad. So I'm like, my stomach hit my throat. Like I felt terrible. I'm like, oh God, what has happened? So over the weekend we pushed it back inside my dad's garage and took the intake off of it. Saw that all of the cam lobes were gone, and thought, oh well, maybe that's it. But we actually did a leak down too after we took the cam out and took the push rods and the rockers off, and there's compression getting into the actual crankcase. So if you know what that means, that means the rings are gone. So what happened was there was still sandblasting dust stuck into the intake. And when it fired, it sucked it out that I couldn't get cleaned out because I obviously didn't know it was in there. But yeah, sucked it out and sucked it into the rings, sucked it into the lifters. It killed the cam, killed the lifters, and killed the rings. And we also went ahead and put some bearings because the bearings had some scoring in them. But thankfully, the crank and the rods and the pistons looked good. The cylinder walls weren't scored. Bore and the crosshatch looked really great still. So, yeah, my rebuilt engine had about 45 minutes of run, 30 minutes of runtime, whatever it was, and it got rebuilt again. So inside of the truck, we took the oil pan off, we took the heads off, we pushed the pistons out, rolled new main bearings in it, rolled new cam bearings in it, put new rod bearings and new rings in it, put a different camshaft in it, which is the camshaft that's in it right now. It's a 224 at 50 thousandths lift, 224 degrees of duration at 50 thousandths tappet lift, and with 1/6 rockers, it's theoretically about 501 thousandths of lift, but with push rod deflection and the bad rockers that are with these stock 5.9s or Magnums, it's probably closer to the advertised 480 thousandths lift, to be honest. So got all that done, redid that, got it put back together, broke the cam in again, and it's been like this since late 2015, early 2016. I don't remember the exact date, but yeah, it's been in the truck that long. This is the same clutch 10 years later, and probably 20 or 25,000 miles later. This is the same engine, same camshaft, same lifters. What I did with the intake, though, I took it back to the machine shop and had them hot tank it, which is, it's like a big parts washer, but it puts a lot of heat and chemicals in it, and it cleaned all that stuff out. The guy ran it for me twice, and excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. He ran it twice, and it was fine. Put a new plenum gasket on it, and run it down the road. So that was the story of the. That's the story of this 5.9. It the first rendition didn't last very long, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe it was just because that cam was going to be too much. But it sounded good. It had I don't remember what that thumper cam was, but it was way too much cam. It was way too much camshaft. But it was kind of nice too, because man, it sounded good. There's a cop, no cop in there though, so we'll just keep on cruising. Yeah, it sounded mean. It sounded mean, but like I said, it was just way too much camshaft. I hate to even admit that story, but it's the truth. So if you're seeing this and you're thinking about sandblasting an intake, don't learn from my mistake. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It won't work out for you. But yeah, that was a life lesson learned. That's the only engine that I've ever destroyed, and it was my fourth or fifth one I've ever built. Third or fourth small block Mopar. So yeah. Yeah, it was I was very sick feeling for a few days, but we got it fixed. My dad was a brilliant mechanic, and he kept me calm during it, or tried to. And it's like, hey, it's no big deal, you know. It could have been a lot worse. It could have hooked a rod. Like, yeah, you know, it really could have. Thankfully it didn't, but it could have been a lot worse. So this engine's been in here for a while now. It's doing good. I'm very happy with it. I think if I had to do like an ultimate plan with this thing, I want to get the rust fixed in it. I want to make it look nice again, and I would like to build a 408 stroker with either a turbo, small turbo, just for fun, or a supercharger. I'm not sure. And it's really not to turn this thing into like some hot rod, some drag vehicle, because that's not the case. That's not what I want. I want it to be a little bit more fun. I always tell people, it's quick for what it is, but hindsight being 2020, and just go ahead and pull out there, man. That's not a turn lane, buddy. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm telling you, some drivers coming off the interstate are some scary people. Anyway, my overall goal is that, but I tell some people it's quick for what it is, but it's not fast. It's quicker than most second-gen Rams, sure, but that's not saying much. That's not saying much at all. It's like saying that a professional biker is faster than a regular bicyclist. Yeah, sure, but if we're all on the same 10-speed Huffy, nobody's that quick. So yeah, that's always been kind of my thing. Got a lot of road noise coming through. Man, this road's bumpy. I'm just gonna get on the interstate. It's doing good on charging. I think it's fine, but I'm just gonna head back to the house now, I guess. Yeah, we'll get it up to some speed, I guess. But yeah, that's sort of the story on this thing. The first few years that I owned it, it stayed bone stock. It stayed a 318 5.2, stayed a 5-speed. It had a tune in it from Edge Performance that I had done, and it ran good. It got good fuel mileage. And to be completely honest with you, if I could go back, I probably would have left it in that state and not done this to it. But here we are. There is something else I want to do. I want to do a track bar upgrade. I want to do a bolt-in track bar that's got heim joints to get away from this double jointed issue, because I don't know if you all that have these trucks have the same issue. This thing eats track bars terribly. Like, it'll have a brand new one in it, and it'll last 6 months to a year, and then it starts acting the same way. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan, so I'm going to get away from that. I would also like to do an upgraded intake. I've sort of talked about the Hughes intake, that dual plane, and I've also thought about performance injection equipment. They do sort of a knockoff, but I don't know. The more I think about that one, the more I think they're buying a $200 intake manifold. They're welding in 8 50-cent bungs. They're making a billet adapter and some bracketry to run the AC and factory fuel rails, and they're selling it for $600. It's like, I don't know. At that point, it feels like, why not buy it yourself, take it to a machine shop, local machine shop, and have them like cut some bungs into it and build your own bracketry to make the stuff work. I feel like I could do it, or heck, just buy it from them, see if they'll sell it. And the throttle body adapter, I'm pretty sure you can buy them. That four barrel, the 2-barrel adapter, I'm pretty sure you can buy those for like $100 or less. I don't know. I would like to see the PIE manifold, the dual plane, on a vehicle, because I've seen so many of the Hughes ones. I know it's fine, but yeah, I've never seen anybody run a PIE one. Well, if any of you have one, let me know. Maybe I can take a look at it. If you got a video or pictures or something you'd like to share, because I just like to see if the thermostat works with the AC very well, because I don't want to give up AC in the truck. My kids ride in the truck some, so I'm not really willing to give up AC because of them. If it's just me, sure, roll the windows down, I'm fine with that, but not for my kids. But yeah, I do think we're good on overcharging though. I've probably put 25 some miles on it, and it's doing good, so I think we're fine. I'm gonna pause here though, and maybe we'll do a quick launch before we do this, in this video. Somewhere in Mexico, because I'm close to the border. Alright, hang tight. Well, somewhere definitely in Mexico. I'll do a light little launch here so everybody can see. good thing too. Alright, I think that's going to end off this video. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day.